Ladies and peeps, another week of this guy playing the Majix Arena. He's already mentioned on Twitter that there's no news. So the outstanding information from previous weeks is the NDA is going to drop in a couple of weeks. What else? Account wipe is going to happen before then, so everyone has to start from scratch, which is fair. But does mean you should spunk your Mythic wildcards on some sexy planies or Twilight Prophets or something. If you have leftover shit, use it because it's all going away. If you don't have access to the beta, that's irrelevant information for you. One thing I have been thinking though, watching this, is if you don't have access to the beta, you should surely want this guy to be playing the better decks. Like, he seems to be under the impression everyone watching it is sick and tired of seeing the same three decks of black-white vampires, red-green dinosaurs, and merfolk. But if you have the beta, you are pretty sick of it because that's 85% of the game. If you don't have the beta, and this is the only place you can watch games, surely you do want to watch those decks because you've not seen them before and they're the best. The most streamlined. So hopefully, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what influences him into choosing his decks because this is just going to be a gameplay thing, I presume. I've not watched this video yet. I thought it's fun to watch together with all my boys. Anyway, let's just start. So hopefully, someone will tell him we actually want to see some Regisaur alphas for a change. Eat my balls. He always takes a minute to show up. He's getting his glasses tweaked. Maybe I should have checked when this video actually starts. Well, buddy, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, fam? Maybe I should fast forward it. I'm pretty. They got to start the recording at the beginning, surely. Let's see. 2 minutes. I've saved you 2 minutes of bullshit. Oh, there's his face. So let's just go.
If you haven't been hanging out in the chat already for a little while, you'll know this is going to be just a standard gameplay stream. I have no additional cool news for you guys this week. So if you're hoping to hang out and see cool news, you can, drop me like a bad habit and get out of here. I won't feel too offended. I will feel slightly more lonely. Anyway, we aren't going to stick around too long on my giant oversized face. We're going to go on into the game and get started with today's stream. We got about an hour. This has been a fun day. I've been hanging out, talking to people from Twitch that I had to leave to come talk to, actually stream. And then I get to go talk about streaming with other people later. So it's been nice. A nice day full of Twitch and streaming and having a good time. So super sweet.
Still their priority above everything else seems to be getting people to play on Twitch. Maybe whiz-bangs are like true visionaries when it comes to digital gaming and we haven't noticed, because I don't hear the Red Dead Redemption developers say, we got to get people streaming this bullshit. We got to get never mind the mechanics, never mind the gameplay, never mind putting in features that people want. Twitch. It's all about Twitch. It's all about Twitch when it comes to the Red Deads. Like, Fortnite never said any of that. It's the biggest fucking game in the world.
Anyway, friendos, as you can see, I have packs in my account. And as those of you guys in the closed beta know, that means I haven't opened my packs that I received last Friday. So we can start off first and foremost by opening our packs and see what sweetness we end up getting here. Ooh.
It's not a bad start.
All right, well, that's a good start. Mythic Wildcard. I got 2 uncommons that I get to have, a Mythic Wildcard, and a whole bunch of little incremental value towards my vault. Tishana, that's kind of nice. I don't have one of them. Induced Amnesia. I'm actually really surprised that I'm not at the full count of Induced Amnesia yet. Ooh, Profane Force. I don't have one of those yet. So, sweet. All right, well, that's all of our cards for right now. Good thing we opened all that up. Would you like to expand your collection? I would, but I do not have enough gold. Give me some time. We're gonna remedy that. In any case, here are our quests. You may notice one of these quests is a quest that we had last week. As I said, I've been very busy getting set for the NDA drop that's coming up soon because That's literally most of what my job is right now, is to get prepared for that. So I haven't been able to play as much as I would like. I get to limit kind of my playtime right now to hanging out with y'all. So this will be our chance to do this. I kind of want to just ignore these quests, if that's all right with you, and just build some decks and have some fun. Soon, what I mean soon, I mean sometime.
Magics and fun is a dangerous combination. Yeah, I mean, hopefully he can do it. Hopefully he realizes that fun equals playing Angrath and Vraska. Otherwise he's going to get blapped.
In the next month, as we announced a couple streams ago. So more than that, I'm not going to tell you. I like you guys. I don't like you that much. I like my job. My job is fun. I get to do cool things for you guys. And I'd like to be able to stay here and continue to do it. Anyway, let's see. I am kind of ready to go in and just start building a deck and get jumping right on into this, if that's all right. Let's see. I know that some of you guys have been asking about account wipes, and yes, there will be an account wipe coming up. It's going to be linked up with the new, whatever the big next upcoming update is. And had somebody also ask me like what players are going to get. Believe it or not, we will provide you guys all sorts of sweet information about the next update as soon as we're ready to release the next update, which we're inching closer towards. For those of you in the closed beta also, I know we'd scheduled an AMA with Chris Clay, and we also usually post our...
That's a nice way to hype up anticipation. We'll tell you what you get on the day that we give it to you. Because, yeah, hypes. We love hypes. The complete opposite to standard Magic releases.
State of the beta to the forums on Tuesday. Chris got real sick yesterday, so he ended up in the doctor's office, and we postponed a lot of that stuff. We've already communicated that to you. We haven't set a new time yet. He's still getting better, but I am maintaining contact with him and sending him well wishes and stern instructions to make sure he imbibes lots of fluids. And as soon as he knows roughly when he's going to be back and around and ready to do that, we'll schedule it and we'll make sure that we post it up. It's going to be in the forums because we are still under the NDA right now, which means that it's a lot of information that needs to at least temporarily stay private. But we'll be looking to expand out in the future, obviously, to have these conversations in like a non-NDA setting so that we can make sure that those of you guys who aren't a part of the closed beta can also join in on the conversations with them. I don't know if Twitch is necessarily the best venue for that, but it might be. We could do, there's a ton of options for us for how we want to communicate with you guys, and we'll take your pulse and figure something sweet out. So he is alive. He absolutely is alive. I can guarantee that because he has... You know how sometimes you send messages to somebody and just pops up as seen, but they don't reply to you. That's kind of where he is, right? He's seen my stuff. He just hasn't replied to it yet, which means he's alive. He's just not doing great still. So he's trending upward, I'll say.
Okay, Chris Clay is alive. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's talking about. I thought this was about the Magics.
In any case, yeah. So as you guys know, some of these decks are decks that we played in
Oops, paused it too much. We got the old freezies.
Previous weeks. Some of them they are all aptly named. This deck is changed its name recently because if you didn't watch our white-red match last week, oh, you are doing yourself a disservice. Go check out our VOD from that week because it was real cool. Had a real interesting decision point near the end of the game that I'm pretty sure I messed up greatly, and it did cost me the game, but it was super exciting to lose, I guess. And then we have this wonderful dinosaurs deck right here that's totally not vampires, even though it says black-white. I want to build a deck that isn't one of these decks. So I will use this as an opportunity. What kind of things do you guys want to build? Like, what do you want to do this week? We don't obviously have too many wild cards, so it's going to have to be something that we can build out of the collection that we've got. And we have a lot of things, but we're also missing a lot of things, because such is the life of me, who has not had the ability to play as much as I would like to recently. Make green-red dinosaurs. John Flowers, no. Please, please, please don't make me do that. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to play really slow red-green dinosaurs. Build black-blue fairies. That's a really good that's not a bad idea. I've played a lot with that deck. Paolo Rita Damarosa has taught me a great amount about how to attack with black and blue flyers at instant speed effectively. Time Stream Navigator, no, don't do it to me. Totally vampires. Brass's bounty. You guys are really good. Treasures is kind of cool. Let's see what else. What else do you guys explore? So we have an explore deck built. We can always audible to that for another game further into the stream. So definitely do that. Vampire control. I actually don't think I've got a good black-white control vampire deck listed. Mono-white aggro. Naya Enrage. Naya Enrage could be kind of cool. That's not really dinosaurs. But
Alright, I'll just clarify what I'm going to do with this video. Normally, I don't like all of this because I think it's quite boring. But because he's already said there's no news and it's just gameplay, I'm just going to have a week where I just let him do whatever he likes. And I'm just going to watch. And let's be positive. I like Nate Price. Some people don't. I think he does a decent enough job. So let's give him and the people watching on chat the opportunity to let him build whatever he likes. And we'll watch the games. We won't be critical. And we'll just let him do his spaghetti.
it does have some interesting themes to it. Yeah, let's build an Enrage deck. That's a really good idea. Vo Antioch, appreciate it. I'm going to run with that one for right now. We can always play around with some more stuff later. So first and foremost, let's get our mana base into things, because we're going to need to take a look at that. What do I have as far as lands go? Green, white, green, red. I have a single Rootbound Crag and a single Sun Petal Grove. Good thing I've got plenty of uncommon lands to make sure that I'm getting there. I don't think I have a Polyraptor. This is going to be a super jank version of this deck. Like, we're setting expectations right now. We are playing all kinds of jank right now. Let's just go ahead and search for Enrage and see what we come up with. Oh, Enrage is probably, I should probably use actual spelling. Enrage. I'm going to go home. I'm leaving work after this. I'm going home. I can't work my fingers and the keyboard right now, which, considering that's like a large portion of my job, is not going to bode well for me. Anyway, we're going to put 4 Ranging Raptors in the deck because they are great. What else do I want to put? I have a single Ripjaw Raptor, so good old Ripjaw Raptor you can get into the deck. Do I have, oh man, I'm going to have to check this out afterwards and see if I have as a common. So I have a Mythic and an uncommon to use. What do I want to build? I could get a single Polyraptor. What do you guys think? Single Polyraptor for this deck? I actually don't know if I have any Forerunners, so this uncommon is almost certainly going to go towards a Forerunner. I have so I have Trapjaw Tyrant and Polyraptor that I can possibly use it for. Look, capital N-O no, 10th Shadow says. So do I have the Dinosaur Harbinger? We're going to definitely use at least one uncommon wild card on it, almost certainly. So all right, so we have capital no and capital yes. I don't know who to believe. I don't know, like Carnage. Oh no. I'm not putting real dinosaurs in this deck, please. Hexproof can't be countered. It's way too classy for this deck. Let's see.
All right, we'll see if that attitude ruins the video, because I say this on my regular videos all the time, I wish Magix was as simple as I just want to have fun, so I'll play the most fringy, weird, grim-grinny style deck I can possibly do. But then you're always up against someone who isn't doing that, and you get your bollocks smashed. Obviously, not everybody has all the cards, because this game's not been out long enough. I hope he can do it. I wish he can. I wish all of us could build decks with fun cards and still actually end up having fun, instead of getting steamrollered by mono red or some other kind of super efficient balls. We shall see. Mr. Nate Price. Potatoes. Potato speed with you, sir.
How much standard will be in the game when it goes live? Well, Trudon, as soon as we are ready to release the game, it'll be the entirety of standard. So we're like 95% of the way to having Amonkhet block ready. Kaladesh is lagging a bit behind, and we'll be ready to go with Dominaria really soon after Dominaria is ready to launch. So I'm gonna Polyraptor. I've decided that that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go for the one-off Polyraptor combo. Let's put a Bellowing Aegisaur in there for funsies. Put a Cacophodon in there because, sure, why not? And then, as far as everything else goes, I don't care about that. Let's get what do we have as far as commons? Well, I definitely want some Raptor Hatchling.
Speaking just quickly of the actual game design, I really like how it sorts your mana out to a basic degree when you're starting out a deck. It'll be great for new players and gives you an idea of the proportions depending on your deck. If you're a professional, obviously you don't need that. But if you're not, it looks good. I suppose it's a shame, just like Magic Duels, it didn't really factor in dual lands well, but what are you going to do?
Because I think Raptor Hatchling is the card that is in the most decks that I have built, because it is just the best control creature other than like Soldier of Me or Sailor of Fiends. So Snapping's good. Yeah, it's not too bad. Down with that. We'll see if we want to add that in. Before I do any more with that, we've already got 36 cards. I want to take a look at our red cards. See where you at, Harbinger. I'm also gonna have to put in a couple of 2-drops to do some mana fixing for us. And I'm just gonna skip straight to it. Do I have a Zacama? Because if I've got it as Zacama, we're playing Zacama in this bad boy. Yeah. The Miser's Zacama. Let's get this done. All right, we're gonna need Reggie. We're gonna or not Reggie, baby Reggie, and Raging Sword Tooth. A couple of those at least. Let's take a look at our color mana base. Looks like we're mostly red-green, so we'll do that. Anyway, how can I ignore Flash Creature? I mean, it's real easy. I just see it, and I don't care as much about it. Like, I might still put it in the deck. I just wasn't leaving it out for the time being. Its world is not over. Don't worry. All right. Oh my. Oh, this does not bode well. Are we doing Miser's Harbinger into? Those are called Harbingers, right? All right, well, I'm probably just dumb. Let's see. Forerunners, that's right, not Harbingers. All right, so we're going to run the Miser's Forerunner into the Miser's Polyraptor. So this deck is high quality. All right. Since we've already come to the conclusion we're playing not the world's greatest deck, let's put in our mana fixing real fast. We know we're going to want it. So what do we currently have filtered that we shouldn't have filtered? That's something. Let's reset. Okay, cool. Anyway, we need green. Where are you, my little friend? Drover. We're putting 4 Drovers in the deck. That card has to go. Okay, we have 14 more cards to play with. The deck is entirely creatures right now, so pretty much everything else. What are we gonna do for spells? You say, let's see, Fiery Cannonade. Fiery Cannonade is just great because there are so many aggressive decks running around, and does double duty for us. Let's put in some Fiery Cannonades. See, I like Ryle. Let's see, Phoenix goes in every red deck. Come on now, Phoenix. All right, I'm just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna take a look at this real fast. This is a teachable moment. Rekindling Phoenix does not deal damage to any of my other creatures, nor does it itself have Enrage. And therefore, in my super sweet Enrage deck, it will be doing nothing. So it's going to sit on the sideboard. Drover the Mighty, yeah, I know it also doesn't do it, but I mean, I'm playing the Miser's Zacama, so I want to be able to make sure.
X goes into any X deck is such a disappointing statement to hear. It's probably true, but it just reminds me of Magic Duels. If you're playing green, Nissa Vital Force every time. If you're playing red, one of the Chandras. If you're playing black, one of the Lilianas. Sad. Sad days. We need some variations. So, this guy is at least foregoing his Phoenix. But like I say, that only works if everyone else is doing the same. Anyway, we'll give him a chance. He's got a Zacama and a Polyplaps. That's fun. I mean, when it comes to Magic, you can't complain.
Sure, I get my mana. We're dual shot. Dual shot's real good. I like that plan. Toss some dual shots in. I'll pull a couple in. Crown. Yeah, Crown's not bad. I think I like dual shot better than Crown. Man, maybe the extra power and trample's not a bad idea. Crown's not bad. Oh yeah, we should definitely move into like Stomp and the actual dinosaur removal cards real fast. So where are you? Oh, there it was. Missed it. Savage Stomp. Stamp ya. We have 4 cards left. Let's put in a whole bunch. I'm going to put in 2 Commune with Dinosaurs. It's very important. 2 is the right number, too. 2 more. No, not 4. Not 4. We get 2 more Miser's cards. What Miser's cards are we going to put in the deck now? We have white, red, and green to work with. I don't think I want anything from the white side of things. This is just, all this stuff seems real gross. Real gross, not fun. Out of here, white. Thunderherd Migration. The lone Thunderherd Migration. All right. Reckless Rage, Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike's no fun. How do I feel about Reckless Rage? How do I feel about Reckless Rage? It's a reckless call, but maybe it's right. Maybe it's right. What's Rage? Reckless Rage? What is this Reckless Rage you're talking about? I don't even know what this is. Did you make something up and did I fall for it? Because that sounds about right. Literally made red-green dinos. What are you talking about? Like, this deck is anything but red-green dinos. That is crazy talk. No Ixalan's Binding, no Shaper's Sanctuary, Shake the Foundation, ban Ferocidon. All right, I've banned Ferocidon from this deck. Let's see. Any plans for engine tournaments similar to leagues or PTQs from Magic Online? There are no plans for anything like that right now, although I'm sure that, at least as far as I know, right now the most important thing is making the game. And once the game gets made, we'll see what we can do as far as tournament structures go. All right, I am going to toss in a... I mean, Sunbird's Invocation is really cool. At least there's some really interesting moments. All right, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. We'll put a Sunbird's Invocation in there. Now we've had a Fiery Bird. I'm gonna put a single Rylan. Actually, no, we're gonna take the Sunbird's Invocation out. Get out of here, friend. Oh. And we're gonna put in Tilonoli's Crown. And we will title the deck UMAD. Okay. Actually, let's go back into the deck because I forgot to add our mana base. we're definitely changing that up. What do I want to add as far as lands go? Let's get Rootbound Crag in. Let's get, are we mostly green? Let's put in some Petal Grove, Tranquil Expanses. We can do, like, I'm only gonna put 1 Unclaimed Territory in. And let's get some of these cards out. So Forest, 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 Mountain, Mountain. Mountain, Forest, yeah. That'll work. All right, cool. Done, done, done. Now we battle. So competitive constructed. I select this deck. All right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Yeah, naming decks is my strong point. Playing decks, not my strong point. Building decks, not my strong point. Coming up with interesting names is not super. Oh, match found, super. Janet is War.
I think, it's a black screen. I was just going to say, it's super encouraging that I've never seen a loading screen stall or freeze or kick you out. So the game the foundations of the game seem to be built very strongly. Like Magic Duels, every 3 games I seem to have to restart the whole thing because it's fucking sheet.
That will be good to know for future Janets that I encounter in my life. Okay. Well, this is a pretty decent start. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. A very interesting draw. Now let's start with a forest. That way our opponent doesn't know we're playing dinosaurs. Got to keep that stuff under lock. Hold on, it's very important. Hello. All right, I think.
Rejected.
Drover.
No hello response.
Be prepared to Ripjaw. Because with. No! Rude. Janet is war. They didn't even emote me back, I don't think. That makes me sad. Very sad. All right, would you like to counter my Ripjaw Halfling? You would not like to counter my Ripjaw or Raptor Hatchling. Let's do this. Spam GG. No, I'm not a scumbag. That's mean. Why would you do that? It's very rude. It's very rude. All right, let's take advantage of the fact that the window's open for me to slide a Ripjaw Raptor into play underneath some counter spells. And probably not around a bunch of removal in our opponent's hand, which will kill our lone Ripjaw Raptor, and then we will be left with nothing but a pit full of sadness, where our heart and stomach used to be. That's gross. Whatever. Let's do this. Let's make a Raging Sword Tooth. Get value out of our Ripjaw Raptor before it dies, because it's about to die. All attack. I think I'm fine making this trade. I don't care. This guy's going to get better value later, so might as well do it now. Don't be a rude boy. Janatsu once got it. Don't be a rude boy. It's not nice.
Should be a rude boy.
This is a wholesome stream. Wholesome stream.
Oh, there's a Akamis.
Oh my. Well, hello. We're only infinite away. Boo. Got a Joe. We're gonna need to get this play. We don't need to get the play now. 5, 6, 7. This will be 8. All right, so let's do this. We'll play Dinosaur. Now I will make an attack. Attack has been made. Make a Drover of Demighty. Make a Raging Regisaur. And then see what our opponent's got. We're doing real well. We're really far. We're not really ahead, and our opponent's got a ton of cards in hand and a lot of life. And they're about to make our Raging Swordtooth. So I classify this as a good game so far. They sped that animation up, if I'm not mistaken. That looked a little snappier than I'm used to seeing with that, which is real cool. All right, Ryle, you're not really doing what I want you to do right now. We're going to run into some serious problems in the very near future. So I guess we combat attack with the Raging Regisaur, deal a damage here, and let our opponent choose. I choose you. Would you like to block? The offer is on the table. Let's see. All right, well, that was as reasonable. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 mana. Oh, our opponent's not tapping out. I really don't want to jam a Zacama into a completely untapped opponent's board. Thank you. I appreciate the offer. We're gonna attack with all of our creatures.
That's dangerous if he kills your dinosaur.
Good decision. Let's see, other keyboard shortcuts. There are a bunch of keyboard shortcuts, yeah, actually. The subforms have got a sticky thread.
Oh dear.
Walks through all of the keyboard shortcuts. Things like spacebar, enter, control Z for backing up. Escape also backs you up. Shift enter, I believe, does the old pass until your opponent gives you a reason to care. All right, well, that's really unfortunate. Maybe they won't block. All right, fine. I accept.
At least premium removal is out of the guy's hand if he ever plays as Zacama.
It's entirely possible. What we should have done is just battle in with our dinosaur, let our opponent make a decision, and then drop a Zacama post-combat, but who knows? Yeah, I'll resolve that. That's fine. We don't... Let's go look through our deck real fast while we get it here. I don't think I need the double red for anything. All right, cool. Plains it is. Okay, sweet. Fiery Cannonade. That seems like a real bad idea. Deals damage to non-pirate creatures. It literally kills my Drover of Mighty and leaves the opponent's hostage taker in play. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. This didn't look like we were doing particularly well when our opponent had a whole bunch of land left over, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, up to 7. Our opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, so it's not terrible for us. Not great. Like, we still want things to do. TM. Alright, my turn. You killed my Tranquil Expanse. What do you think of that one, friend? Second one for value. Alright. How can we get approved to stream? MTG Arena Objects21 asks, wait until we are ready to drop our NDA, which is coming along real soon. And then once that happens, you're good to go. As soon as we've dropped that NDA, you can go out and start making content immediately. So keep an eye out for when that goes on. When that comes down, we'll let you all know, and then I'll drop in, hang out with you guys in your streams and your chats and that kind of stuff. And I want to see what sweet content you guys are making for me. All right, Raptor Hatchling. Really wish it hadn't tapped like that. Now that I think about it, it would have been really cool to be able to Fiery Cannonade after our opponent attacks the hostage taker. Surprise 3/3, especially if our opponent's going to play another. Okay, did I brawler? That's fine. All right, I'm leaving this in your hand. Does our opponent have a counterspell? They have 2 cards in hand. If you think they've got a counterspell, then we'll rile our Raptor Hatchling and figure something else out. If you guys think that they don't, we'll cast Zacama and see what happens. So they have a counterspell. Jam it. All right. So I should be clear. How about this? Do we play Zacama or do we not? Yes is play Zacama. No is don't. Run it out. All right. Zacama.
Hold your balls.
No, don't. Stop highlighting over cards in your hand. Please don't. Woo! No, I mean, he's just going to die. Like, our opponent's going to Vraska's Contempt it, but... Alright. Cool. That happened. Sweet. Now I hadn't thought far. I hadn't thought through what I wanted to do once that happened. So I'm going to rile the Raptor Hatchling. And I'm going to pass the turn, and our opponent is going to... Oh. All right, well, I'm going to respond to that, actually. I'm going to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Actually, I'm cancel. I am going to respond to that, but I'm going to do it in a very particular way. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Now we can resolve these things. Attacks. This thing doesn't. Wait a minute. This thing doesn't have haste. It's usability. Sorry, gotcha. Yeah. I'm like, why is it highlighted? I don't know what's going on here. I know Zacama does things. I didn't think it did that many things. Yeah. Oh yeah. We absolutely destroyed the artifact. We're not messing around. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I've literally had Zacama in play once in my life, in any format. I had it in one of my sealed decks, and I played it because I am greedy. You do whatever you want. Oh yeah, yeah. We will move to blocks. I will choose no blockers. Thank you for the offer, game. It's very kind of you. Yeah, yeah. Draw up. Have fun. Draw your card. Do it to it. Please don't draw removal. That would be bad.
He's got 4 cards.
We're gonna eat the hostage taker at end of turn. I'm saving it until end of turn because if he plays another hostage, if our opponent plays another hostage taker, right now we're good. You deal 3 damage to target creature. I choose this one. I wanted to save 3 mana up, and I'm gonna perpetually keep 3 mana up because if our opponent has another hostage taker, now that we know they have them in their deck, I'm gonna be able to kill the hostage taker while the ability's on the stack. Stupid death touch. All right, combat, attacks, all attackers. I choose you. This is a comma. And then I will end the turn. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what's going on. Fells Knight asks, is the... yeah, that's cool. So, depending on what our opponent does, end of turn we get to do some sweet stuff. All right, we get to do less sweet stuff now. Does this have trample too? It does. That's good news. Good news. Combat, what you got? Nope. All right, my turn. Sweet. This one.
How is this guy not drawn any more Vraska's Contempt?
Creature. There we go. Put this into play. More red mana. I think we're just gonna battle. Like, I don't care if we block. I don't care if our opponent blocks. Or do I? If I give them more time to do anything, I definitely need to keep one of our lightning bolt effects up. So I could kill off one of these, attack in, make sure that we get in for at least 5, put our opponent down to a lethal 9. It's probably not a bad idea. All right. As a comet deals 3 damage to this creature. Let's make sure we get our damage in when we can.
Maybe Savage Stomp the other one. It's only
one
one
man.
mana.
Just attacked first. I'm just gonna attack. Definitely should have attacked first, just in case our opponent has like a bounce spell or something. Then now we can't replay Zakama, which is real bad for us. That was a big mistake, but hopefully that doesn't happen. This gives us the ability, because we could always do it after they block, and since Trample's there, yeah. So I'm a dummy, but at least I figured it out before I became too big of a dummy, which may not actually even be true. I may just still be too big of a dummy. It's pretty awesome too because I do have the chat log up, which means I get to see. All right, yeah, well, we'll do it like this. That is how we are assigning blockers. I actually get through more potential damage this way too, assuming our opponent doesn't have something. If they do, whatever. Like, we're getting greedy about this. Now we get through 7 damage. All right, that worked out well for us. Hooray, we weren't punished! Oh, Bofer. Oh, Bofer. Welcome to the stream, friend. All right. Yeah, you're cool. Resolve that. Let's do some things. Are we allowed to create multiple accounts during the closed beta or no? I do not believe the answer to that is yes, Phoenix. I think it is no. I'm going to say no and correct myself later if I'm wrong. Resolve. We can't stream yet. Nope, it's just our official channel. It's one of the perks of making games. I can do whatever I want. So I say having not actually done anything to make the game. But yeah, NDA is going to be dropping soon though, and as soon as it does, make some sweet content. Oh man, Double Dino Skull. Sweet.
He's done it.
200 gold.
He has done it. Zakama beats. He actually did it. He played a fun card and he won a game of Magiques against Black Blue, no less. What a hero! What a champion!
Shy of yeah, we got some creatures. Sweet. Just shy of finishing off enough to go get another booster pack. Hey, check it out, guys! Ranked best of 3, hanging out right here. Who knows? Maybe it'll be coming at some point in the future. Season info. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff hanging out here on this screen right here. That I'll be very honest, I don't know anything about. Anyway, we get to kill somebody with Zakama. That's kind of sweet. Good job. Thanks for the heads up, chat. Thanks for helping me out there, making sure that I play that as a comma instead of not playing as a comma. All right, so I'd seen some people asking earlier for the black-green Explore deck. Here's our black-green Explore deck. We built it and played it already. I kind of want to put this together. So, what's going on with the beta invites? Sip Too Cold asked. So we had, as Riley Knight said, a squillion people who all applied at the exact same time, and so we're working through the list. And up front, initially, as we're working on it, we've only got so much like infrastructure support in order to be able to let people in. We're great in letting people in more and more day by day. We actually just made a big infrastructure change on the back end in one of the more recent big updates that we did that is designed at helping us significantly increase the number of concurrent players that we have, because we can't invite too many people at the same time, because if we do, then the servers don't work and no one can play. So we have to make sure that we follow a manageable path, and with the infrastructure changes, we should be able to, we've actually already started to ramp up how we're inviting people, and it'll be going even faster in the future as well. So there's a tremendous backlog because there's so many excited people out there, and we're working our best to make sure that we get through it all. All right, this hand is, I stand by my statements. This hand is real bad, so I'm gonna mulligan this real fast. We can do better than this. Yes, not Morox. I will actually not be happy. Not that I have a lot of say in whether I'm happy or not in this. All right, we're going first. To 5 it is. Yeah, sure, whatever. This hand is playable. Get to the bottom. Probably could have kept that last hand and just been sad about it, but let's not forget to play land. It seems real bad. Yeah, no worries. Happy to help, Typical. Please reconsider the price of boosters. I mean, we've been very clear about this the entire time. What we're working on, it's the whole point of this beta. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here that we are testing out, and it's all part of just like a larger ecosystem. And as we add all the pieces in, we need people to test and give us feedback, and we're collecting all the feedback. We did a big economy survey recently, and so there's a lot of information out there that we've been collecting from you guys, and literally nothing that we have is likely what the final incarnation of it is going to be. So let's see. So don't worry. Like, keep letting us know what you guys think, and we will continue to make adjustments to things. Let's see. Is this going to be free to download with packs to purchase? This is going to be free to download, and you'll have the ability to earn anything that you own, like all the essential gameplay items and everything through play. And we're working right now on what our engine for taking, like, real money transactions if people want to unlock things more quickly or in bulk or things like that. And we'll have that information up soon-ish. Oh, that's gross. All right. Cool. Am I playing a Vraska deck? I think there's a Vraska in this deck. I think there's a single Vraska in this deck. All right. I'm gonna Ravenous Chupacabra. Get out of here. because I want to get a creature to play. When is this slated for the release? Later. It'll release when it's ready. Oh no. All right. Let's see. Seeker's Squire. What have you for me? Oh, this is good news. We'll play that now. Tax. All right. All we need is our opponent to continue to advance their board with more Deeproot Waters for 9 more turns and play nothing else, and I think we'll win. Oh yeah, I'm super screwed. This. I mean, no, I'm pretty sure I'm just not winning this game. Double Deeproot Waters is a real big game, especially when we're mulligan to 5 and are not drawing particularly well post that. So we'll see what happens. Beauty thing about Magic is there's a lot that can still happen. Ooh, hello, friend. I don't know what you can do, but maybe something. All right. Combat. Let's attack with all of our creatures.
The
That's
dangers. The dangers of playing.
Instill that fear in our
Majiks.
opponent. Let them know we mean business. All right, I don't think I want to play this right now. I don't think there's any reason to. And end the turn. Cool. Let's see. Any info on Amonkhet and draft formats? No new info this week. Soon is the best I've got for you right now. Shaper Apprentice. Sure, what's the worst that can happen other than our opponent making 2 more hexproof Merfolk? And River Sneak getting real big. All right, well, that is what it is. Let's get out of here. Get out of here, this guy. Okay. Got to run Golden Demise. Yeah, I need to double. I know I have a. I don't have a Golden Demise. That's the real problem. Is I don't have Golden Demise, and I don't actually think I own any Golden Demises right now. And we used our uncommon wild card for that very important Forerunner. Yeah, no, no blockers. Thank you for the offer, though, friend. Vitultra releasing Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation. We're going to be trying to, as we move backwards to get to full standard, I think we're working on block by block basis, because since so many of the mechanics are shared between the 2 sets, and that's usually what the hard part of this is making sure the mechanics get put in right. That's one of the hard parts, to be honest now. So let's see. Combat is not happening, so all right. Yep, no attackers. End turn. We can sit back like this. Are we aware of the art direction feedback that we've gotten? Yes, we have gotten a lot of that, and has been elevated to the teams that work on that kind of stuff. So do not worry. I know that you're talking about things outside of just the way that cards tap. It's a lot of stuff that goes around that. We've read a lot of those posts. Don't worry. So, as for what's going to happen or what we're going to do, I have literally no idea as far as that's concerned. It's been elevated to people who make strategic decisions, and I am a wonderful mouthpiece and a really bad strategic decision maker when it comes to things that I don't know a tremendous amount about the inner workings of things. I am not a developer, and the thought of me developing a game. Our opponent is spam helloing us. We're just going to spam nice back.
Already, magic twats.
This is Magic the Gathering etiquette at its finest, right here.
Fucking baby knobheads.
All right. Yeah, we'll take the damage. We're not winning this game.
You're never winning. If it's the second he picks Merfolk, you're not winning.
Let's explore. Things are going very well for us. I just want to play creatures so that I can complete our quest. We've done 3. I need to get like 5 or 6 more out. 4 or 5 more. That's not good. We need more than that. I'm just gonna keep passing. No attackers. Let our opponent beat us to death. Probably should have played land.
I definitely want chat, in-game chat. Give them the full-on. Just type out Ulysses to them if they start giving me spams. Full Ulysses. Deal with that bullshit. Wow. Not that Ulysses is bullshit, but you know what I mean.
Compared to the things that we talked about in the last stream. So it's going to be a lot of the same rehash stuff. When's this coming? Soon. When's this coming? Also soon. When's this coming? Not soon. So that's the best I got right now, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff like there's getting ready for the NDA and getting all the stuff in-game that we're going to be changing around for the next major update is it's a pretty massive undertaking and is resulting in us spending a lot of time right now putting it in motion that way we can actually tell you guys what sweet stuff is coming up. So keep an eye open, but it is not anything right now that we have the ability to talk about. So no attackers. Feel free to continue to beat us in the face. What did you talk about this new last stream then? We can let the chat fill you in. Many of our wonderful repeat viewers were here for the last stream, so they can help me out. When will the Almond Cap board become clickable? In terms of doing this stuff? Like looking at the sweet dust that flies up? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a serious quandary.
That's a very good question.
Something that definitely needs to be addressed.
Any place to view career stats wins? You know, it's a good question. I don't think the answer to that is yes. But hold on, we gotta give our opponent a hello. Hello. No, you know, I actually don't. I don't know, Sans Serif. That's a good question. I'll be honest. I played on that board and I hadn't even noticed that. But that's mostly because I'm real bad at doing things like that. So, all right, I think our opponent kills us on the next turn, which is real cool. So I'm just gonna let them do it. I'm just keep playing creatures. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's all attack. Maybe our opponent will block, and then we can Grim Captain's Call and recast things to help go towards our quest that we decided we didn't care about at the beginning of the stream. So, no, actually, yeah, I don't know if those are in the game right now, Webby. But it is like being able to track personal stats and do achievements and things like that is something that I'm 100% positive we're going to want to do. So, without speaking for the developers, because again, I am not a developer, I believe that that's something that is on the roadmap somewhere. Oh goodness, hold on. I want to say thank you. Well, that's what we're gonna do right now. Is there a thanks? Do we thanks? Hello. All right, so I can recast one of the creatures.
This all seems.
Our opponent's probably just like, yeah, okay. I choose you. Yeah, there we go. Deadeye Tracker. Gotta get that quest count up. Hold on now, because it's important. Hello. There should be a chat while you're dueling, people. All right, I will not be the first person. My own personal Nate Price opinion on this is, there are times the chat is very good. I love being in chat when I'm in like team games or doing stuff when I'm playing with friends, and largely I really dislike being in like chat circumstances with random people, because it is a potluck of people who are awesome and people who are less awesome. And I'm happier hanging out with people that I know are awesome and chatting with them than dealing with people who are not awesome. So, all right. Anyway, we did not win that game, which is cool. We have this wonderful set of games right now. We have 15 minutes left. Do you guys want to play? What are our quests? All right, whatever. We need to win with win 2 games of blue-white deck. Let's just burbs them. I'm gonna burbs people. I'm not playing the worst pirate deck because it is an accurate descriptor of what the deck is. It is just oh, there is a mute emote button. I will show it to you at the beginning of the game, even though I believe that Cheba, our friend here, is going to be very cool with us. If someone does, and I do this a lot myself. Hold on, let's see. Storm Tamer, yeah, whatever. This is a great hand. Keep this. You can always click here and mute. Oh no, they've been muted. But I don't want to mute them. I want to unmute them. This person's sweet. Yeah, I'm going to get a pack after this too. We'll open it up. I don't care as much for this game because it's really not going to cause me to go in and rebuild my decks. But that's cool. Any idea on when the AMA is happening with Clay? He's fine, as in not dying. I hope he's improved. His health is improving, but we don't have an exact date on when it's going to be yet. So, what of these do I want to do? We have another island, so let's do. Yeah, let's do a Storm Tamer and a Duskborn Sky Marcher. I would like to do this. Anyway, let's see. I feel like without chat it won't be a competitive game. I can name a large number of other competitive games that do not have a chat functionality. So I hope that is incorrect, but who knows? I also don't know exactly. Like we are looking at exploring the ways that people communicate with one another. We actually posted about this on the forums in the last state of the beta. We know that there are a lot of people who've been happy with the way that emotes are right now, want to see additional improvements in it, but also there are people who would like to see us, explore other options. There are a lot of people who like chat out there, and we fully recognize this. So finding a way to implement chat in a way that makes us happy, makes the people who are concerned about chat options happy, but also makes the people who want it happy is this wonderful fine dance. It's basically everything. The Magic community is huge. You guys love a lot of things, and you love
as long as you're allowed to turn it off, then it's fine.
People for it, people against it, and it's a question of finding the thing that the largest overlap in the Venn diagram actually hits. No one, if we ever make something that like literally every person who plays Magic loves, I'm actually convinced that I'm in the Matrix is basically what it comes down to. There's no way that that would ever happen. That is clearly a sign that this is the simulation and the robot overlords are like kind of done playing at pretending that that's not the case.
Nobody's unhappy with Challenger decks, are they? We all like a bit of the old Challenger decks. Do we? I'm pretty sure everyone's happy with those.
And for things like making things possible, like we can make anything possible. That's the beautiful thing about. I think I don't care as much about planes. The thing is that anything that we put together, like that requires us to build something in the game, requires developer time, and there's a lot of things that we want to make sure that we get into the game. So we prioritize how we're putting things in, like. People who are asking for chat, there's also people asking for draft and asking for other sets, and so like it constantly needs to be weighed against what things it's important for us to finish up now, what things it's important for us to explore for later. And so we've got a ton of stuff on our list that we're keeping an eye on, and like we are constantly reading feedback. Don't worry, we've got like we have weekly meetings about all, like that is just a digest of all the things that everyone has been giving us, both on Twitch chat and on social media and then through the forums. And we just kind of talk about it, prioritize things, put things up, and then work about communicating with you guys what we're going to be doing and what we want to work on in the future. And so. All this stuff is it is valuable feedback, even if it's something that like isn't going to necessarily be implemented earlier, even if we're considering doing things a different way. It's always valuable feedback to hear that people want something, and so that stuff gets classified. So don't worry, like I am absolutely not saying that we're not doing a particular thing. It's mostly that we are going to we know that people want it, and it's a question of figuring out if there is a good way for us to do it and. Where it fits into kind of the priority queue for all the things that we're working on right now. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can bash for 4. That doesn't actually help us. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to chart the course right now and try to hit a favorable wins. And I am gonna lose this game. So this did not work out for us. This game has ended up with our opponent playing a faster deck than ours. I could have held back and blocked this guy for a while ago, but there was no way that was going to help. I think we're kind of dead here. Too many menace guys, not enough way for us to keep around. I am going to go ahead and concede. That way I can play at least one more game before we go. So, yeah, I know I need to kill the 2-1. The problem is like this deck doesn't have removal. Like it is absolutely a racing deck, and we played against a deck that got a better aggressive deck than we got. So. Sometimes you win those games, sometimes you lose those games. That's how that one worked out. It was a fine opening draw from us, but our opponent had enough to slow us down and had a faster draw themselves. So, like if we gotten a favorable wins there, that game is completely changed as far as the texture goes. So, thoughts on lifting the NDA and waiting until Arena is polished and we're ready for prime time? I want people streaming. I would love people streaming today if we could, but there's a couple last critical elements that they're working on getting. Like we are absolutely not waiting until the game is in its perfect final form. Like we're definitely getting the game out beforehand because it is. I mean, it's a question. It is a very tense give and take. Also, like we want more people out there being excited about things, and consequently getting like a lot of eyes on a game that isn't completely finished. You always feel a little bit nervous about those kinds of things, but at the same time, making sure this is butts. All right. Making sure that we get more people out there and able to stream so that the game is out there and people can be excited about it is a positive thing. So it's the ebb and flow of do we put something out there that isn't like 100% finished at the sacrifice potentially of what the reaction is when people get to see it? Or do we wait until we have that thing, but we have like a long period where we don't have as much excitement? And like we're actually really happy with where things are right now. We obviously have a lot of work that we can do and like a lot more that we can do, but I think it's really nice. The fact that you guys don't seem to mind when I'm streaming, and the fact that there's enough people who reach out to us and say, please let us stream now, kind of helps make our case. So it is definitely nice knowing that we have this ability to, flip this on a little early because we feel comfortable with where we are right now. And the best part is, it is something that's only going to get better as time goes on. And all the things that we get to add to the game get to go from being like things that we would have not like necessarily waited to get into the game, and instead become cool things that get added to the game when people are already out there making content for it. And so I'm I'm the biggest advocate in the building for getting people to start streaming as soon as humanly possible. All right, let's make a this one and make a this one. I said make a this one. There we go. Cool. Foil premium cards at all? Not right now. No, we just have these cards. As far as long term, I know we want people to be able to customize stuff. I have no idea exactly what that entails though. So if that's something, if you think foil cards are cool and you've got a good idea for that kind of stuff, by all means, shoot it to us. Like, we like reading. There's been a lot of there's an awesome thread on the forums that is a feature request sticking post basically. And oh no, hold on. Can we just, if I put my hand over the favorable winds, our opponent won't see it. Pay no attention to the favorable winds. It's probably not there. The best part is a lot of the stuff that they saw it. A lot of the stuff that people have been requesting is things that are already on our roadmap, which feels really good for the development team to know, hey, here's this thing that a whole bunch of people are asking for, and we were already working on a way to put it into the game. So it's super nice. Then there's also been a bunch of really good ideas for things that we either hadn't considered or more interesting ways of implementing something that we were already looking at, which is also really, really cool. We definitely shifted gears on a couple of things in the game based on the feedback that we've had so far. So,
this is the thing. I really believe they are listening to what people ask, which is probably unusual for a beta feedback thing. A lot of the times I feel like developers say, oh, tell us what you want, and then they just think, oh, stick that idea in the bin. So far, I don't know, I trust Magic's, which is probably silly, but I believe they're going to try and make this game as good as they can.
Vault standard, so. Additional.
And not for any nefarious reason. I feel like they just want it to be good.
Your name, not the price is right. Because I wanted to make it a Magic card, to be honest. This has been my Twitter account for ages, and which is ironic because I am a blue island playing control player. I have been my entire life, and Price of Progress is a card that sorry, I've been playing for a long time. Back in the day, I used to play Extended a lot. I like to play Oath of Druids, and had a lot of non-basic lands in my deck, where Price of Progress had, I have died to Price of Progress more times than I have died to any card save maybe Cranial Plating. Might be the only other card that I've lost as much to. And so the fact that when we reprinted Price of Progress, I was asked to write the preview article for that card made me smile, because man, oh man, I hate that card with passion, and yet I've chosen it to be the name that I use to represent myself in all of these places. So, oh, it's so sad, so sad. Why do graveyards only have the first card layered on top? It's a visual bug that we are aware of and are working on getting a fix for. Became an issue with us last week because we were playing against an opponent who had Search for Azcanta in play, and it became an upkeep job of constantly clicking on their graveyard. Oh, well, it's the new card they added to their graveyard this time. So, but yeah, it is something we are aware of, and it is a bug because beta. Any plans to make a signing?
Just speaking of bugs, I watched a video by Strictly Better MTG the other day, and he discovered a bug where this is obviously Modo is finished. It's not in beta. It's totally done. Where the card was you can only cast spells on your turn. But the bug was you can only cast spells on your opponent's turn. So he played it. Nobody could do anything. What a game! What a game, ladies and jeeps! Magic Online.
Attacker damage and team ups. Yeah, like we're actually like all of the. There's a bunch of small visual elements as far as the attacking and blocking screens go. Like hostage taker is another really good example. It's really hard, like there's no way immediately to tell which hostage taker is currently kidnapping a creature and which one isn't. And so these are all little things that we are 100% aware of and are looking at getting these small fixes built in to help make it easier to parse these very important parts of Magic for opponents. So, yeah. Yeah, you do you. I made sure that they kept a black mana open. That's probably not good for me. Likely means that I can't. Oh, they needed the green, double green for Jailer Ranger. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. Yeah, you do you. What is on top? A land and Seeker's Squire. Okay, cool. It's funny, Benjamin Santiago, your comment about the fact that there's some UI menu design things that's actually the next major visual updates that we're looking at. I believe that that's a strong focus for people, is getting a better look on the visual elements around the menus and everything. They were working on the battlefield for a long time, but the next stop is that. So very, very cool that you mentioned that. I'll look forward to seeing what your thoughts on that are once we have made that change. All right, I believe we can play the Siren Storm Tamer and then just not lose, unless our opponent plays a flyer. I think that's game, unless like, they can play a flyer, play 2 cards, or I mean even a flyer. Yeah, flyer would do it. Okay, cool. The cards have the magic font we zoom in. They do not currently, I don't think. Oh no, wait, I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. I resolved this. I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter.
I like the sound effects of that.
Oh wait, no, it does, because you can kill favorable winds. No! No, I thought about it too late. Why aren't you a creature favorable winds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I think we still win, but it's less awesome. Less quick. So I think we're still good. I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it. Hey, for everybody who's asking about why cards are tapped the way they are, you guys in chat that know the answers to that want to handle that for me? I would love you very much. So next turn I get to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts you to 2. I don't care if you play that next turn. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this because I'm just bashing with my whole team, dropping our opponent to 2. And they can't kill us, so I'm pretty sure that's aces with us. Oh, Maze. Now I'm extra sure that I don't care about that.
Oh,
well, that was a good draw. Hello. Sometimes we're saved by the deck. Again, I don't think it mattered because I can dive down the land to or the creature that they would be untapping, which is exactly what's going to happen here. All right, there you go. Can't maze our guy. We victorious. All right, we got halfway towards our goal. Ooh, an uncommon wild card. You know what we could use that for? We could use that for a golden demise to make our last deck a little better. Anyway, let's see. Are usernames locked in? We'll be able to change them? Will username wipe? These are good questions. In fact, if you guys have good questions for me, feel free to hit us up on social media. If you're part of the closed beta, drop these questions in the forums for us. If you want to catch us on social, we are on Twitter at @MTG_arena and on Facebook at facebook.com/MagicTheGatheringArena. And we are keeping an eye on these things. I actually got somebody brand new to help me out with that, which is good because there are a lot of you. There's just one of me. But it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys today. If you aren't signed up for the closed beta, please get signed up. Like I said, we're gonna start ramping up.
Well, there you go. No news, but decent enough games. Like I said earlier, if you don't have the beta, you want to see better decks and more interesting cards. I think he's lost sight of who's watching. If you have the beta, you don't want to watch Merfolk and Dinosaurs again because you're probably playing it. But if you don't, those are the premium decks. That's what people will probably want to watch, I would have thought. Also, once again, no Paulie Cheebs, even though he works one floor down. That's a bit of a shame. But what are you going to do? I think it was pretty decent this week. I don't know what else to say. Magics, I think Arena's going to be all right, ladies and jeeps. I think if you don't have the beta and you watch this and you think it looks like a fake Hearthstone, once you've played it for a few weeks, it does grow on you and you'll get used to it. It's all dependent on features. If once draft is in, I'm pretty sure it'll be great. Like, the first few months of the game being released, they talk about streaming non-stop, that they are definitely going to plow money into people like Kenji and Gabby Sparks playing this over Modo. The big question is what's going to happen in 6 months' time. Are they going to get those Hearthstone streamers to carry on playing this? Is Amaz going to play this to 2,000 peeps when he could play Hearthstone to 26,000 peeps? It's dependent on a lot of things. But the more features they add, at least they can... I'm not going to even... I was going to say placate, but it's not really like pacifying the Magic community. It's what we want. If we can play quality beans at a decent price, pull your pants down. Alright, well, that's it. See you on your mum's arse.